Subscribe!
Hey guys, it's Zach here from Triple Tactics YGO, and we're here with...
My name's Cameron Carvella. I played with both Zach Perry and Nick Perry today in the Goo Gaming 3v3. We got top 8. My personal record after Swiss was 5 wins, 1 loss. I didn't get to finish my top 8 match, but I'm very tired. But I'm very happy with how everyone did. The deck I played was Voiceless Voice is a new ritual deck. Big shout out Andrew, he's sitting right here next to me. He let me borrow the deck for the tournament, and the deck performed better than I could have imagined. And again, big shout out to my teammates, both Zach and Nick Perry. They did fantastic on their own as well.
All right.
So I'll start with the main deck. I'll start with the non-engine. I'll start with like the hand traps. 3 Ash Blossom. It's just kind of the best generic hand trap. 3 of the turn skip, because that's what this card does now. This was also activated against me twice today, and I won both games that it was activated against me. That's one thing that really hurts this deck, and a lot of other original decks. 3 Veiler, one of which is a super, just to throw my opponent off. They think I have 3 Seekers, but I don't. This card was like fine, it didn't do a whole lot. Speaking of cards that like didn't do a whole lot, the 2 Nibiru, these are just ritual fodder, and then the 3 Imperm that did just about the same amount as this, except this did a little better. I got to Imperm IPs and draw phase, which is really nice, because Flamebirds would bring it back. This was mostly just used for ritual fodder. 1 came out during the side deck, when I was siding to go first, because I didn't really want to draw a lot of them. So that's all for the hand traps. It plays a good amount of hand traps. Thank you. 3 low. This is the best card in the deck. It counts as the full ritual material for whatever you ritual summon, which is really nice. And then if a light ritual monster is summoned while it's in the graveyard, whether it's normal or whether it's a warrior or dragon, because that's what it has to be, you can special it out from the grave. And then if it's normal or special, you get to place a Voiceless Voice continuous spell or trap, which is really good because it dodges Ash this way and dodges Droll a little bit better this way. The deck does still loot the Droll a lot. This card was also insane today. This card put in so much work. Saphira. Saphira, you pitch it, and then you pitch for cost, and then you can mill a ritual spell, and then you can add a light ritual monster from your deck to your hand, whether it's a dragon or warrior. And then you can banish it from grave to ritual summon using materials from your hand or field. Typically, the combo would just be banish this, you tribute the low, you summon whatever, and then low summons itself out. Typically, you summon the Skull Guardian, and you can like chain block it with the low, because Skull Guardian will search and stuff. It does really well though, and the ritual spell also has a good effect in grave. I drew this too many times today. I was not very happy about it. But this card's cool. So you can summon it from your hand by shuffling 2 spells back into the deck. But one of those spells has to be a ritual spell. And then if your opponent activates anything, you can just bounce it back to hand for cost and then cheat out a ritual monster from your deck. But it gets shuffled back during the end phase. But that usually doesn't happen, because it's usually already used negate or your opponent just scoops at that point. That's all the non-rituals for the deck. 2 Saravis. This is typically played at 1. But it has a cool little effect that a lot of people know it for, with the targeting effect, where if you target one of my monsters with a card effect, I can discard this and negate it. It's not once per turn. But the other effect that it actually comes up a lot more often is after I cheat this out with the other Saravis, it has a Solemn Warning effect, where I can bounce this back to hand for cost, negate the inherent summon of something, and then banish that card.
That's crazy.
It's really good. The boss monster of the deck, Skull Guardian. This card's insane because on summon, if it's ritual summon, you get to search any Voiceless Voice monster, which is really good. I think it also searches, a ritual monster, warrior, dragon, which is really nice. And then again, you can chain block this with the low after you've used low as the whole ritual material, because that is how that works. You'll tribute summon the low with a ritual material, summon this out, chain 1, chain 2, this gets summoned, and then this searches, and then you place with this. It's really nice. And then it also has an Omni-Negate effect while you have low up on board. And also while you have low on board, this becomes 41 under attack, which is pretty big. This card's pretty standard in a lot of lists, but because you can cheat it out again with like this. It's also just a light dragon. It's a spell negate, and with the spell negate, you place it in the spell and trap zone after you negate the effect of it, which is really good because it dodges branded boss this way. That came up round 4, I think, against branded player. Didn't really matter though. I was pretty far ahead. But then you place it in the spell and trap zone, and you get to summon an Odd Eyes dude from the extra deck. A lot of people have been going with Vortex. When we get to the extra deck, I'll show you what I've been doing, because I haven't been playing that.
All right.
2 ritual spell. This is the basic ritual spell. It's either levels equal to or exceeding the level of the monster you want to summon. It's not once per turn. It's really nice. Another thing though, while this is engraved, if your ritual monster leaves the board due to an opponent's card effect, you can banish this and then cheat out a ritual from your deck. So a lot of cheating out of rituals, which is really nice.
Yeah.
3 barrier. This is the best card because while you have low and a ritual monster, multiple things are happening. Your opponent cannot target your light monsters, any of them, which is really funny because my opponent could not target the nib token that they gave me. So that was really fun. They have to attack, while I have low and a ritual, they have to attack ritual monsters. And then it's also a Rhoda once per turn. It's just insane. This card's mandatory 3 of. And then with low, it just becomes 6 copies. And then this card, I drew this card way too much. And I'm very upset about it. But it's really good. It's a trap card. You can place it off low, but also what it does is during the main phase, during either player's main phase, you can use 1 of 2 effects. You can either put back a ritual monster or ritual spell and cheat out a dude from the deck. Cheat out a Voiceless Voice monster from the deck. It does not ignore summoning conditions, which is typically how this dude's supposed to come out. Or you get to pop cards your opponent controls by destroying this and destroying their monsters. It's up to the number of light ritual monsters that you currently control. Other combo pieces, 3 Diviner. This actually didn't really send from the extra deck, it mostly sent this. What was cool about this was you would send Tyrus. Tyrus would then tribute the Diviner from grave because it has to be up to 3. And then Diviner has the little second effect where you can summon a level 2 or lower fairy from deck, in which case you summon low. Which then just proceeds to
Do a lot.
yeah, it gets you your full combo. And then the main searcher of the deck is pre-prep. I've seen in the OCG, I saw some people play this at 2, which is understandable because Droll Knockbird's a card. Again, that happened to me twice today, and I won both games. I love the inherent +1 of this. It's like Freight for Patchwork and Branded. It's just a +1 for free. And then Call By is the only defensive card we play because besides the hand traps. Because I don't know, I didn't see this card. I actually opened this like twice today, which is really nice. I'll go over the extra deck real quick. Some of this once stole a Luber, and I lost that game. Didn't summon this at all. This dude is known for Drytron. I didn't summon this at all. No one plays light monsters. Didn't summon. Summoned this a couple times over like a normal Droll or Effect Veiler. It was like, okay. The targets for the Pendulum Graph. This one is the only one I summoned today. I summoned this like 3 times. It was really good. It's Effect Negation. These 2 attack a lot of the times, but I didn't really need it. Chaos Angel, I made this with Saravis and normally Ash because it's just requires any tuner and then a light or dark non-tuner. So I used the level 7 Saravis and the level 3 Ash Blossom to synchro. Out of Arclight, you just send this off a Diviner, make it a 6. This never came up. I used this to pop like 2 back row, one of which was Super Poly, which is what the end board loses to anyways. And then the side deck. This is very lackluster and very not put together, mostly because I just sleeved up whatever was already given to me by Andrew, and I threw in an extra card that I no longer have because I had to give it back to my friend before he left. 3 Deity Crow, this was good in the Snake Eyes matchup, and Branded. Didn't really matter against either one of them because I never saw it. I saw this against one in our top 8 match. I saw this against my opponent, but he went Flame Burge to special 2 level 1s, and he only had the 2 level 1s, so I just banished the Poplar, and then he couldn't summon any, which is really nice. This was 2 talents and a thrust. The thrust was Connor's. Every time I play with Connor's thrust, I win the duel. I do really well. This card was fine. Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm. This was mostly for Lab and Rescue Ace. Evenly, this was also for Lab and Rescue Ace. This was also for cash. And then Summon Limit, this card was really good today. It went really good against Snake Eyes, Fire King, basically anything. The only time this card was bad was if I was playing the mirror match, but in which case I just never sided in. I think that's pretty much it. So It was a lot of fun. Again, big shout out to Andrew for letting me borrow the whole entire deck. Big shout out to my teammates. They did fantastic today. Zach and McFerry. Zach is behind the camera currently recording. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better day, honestly. Maybe if we won, but I mean, all in all, very good. very happy.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And this Triple Tactics YGO, 7-1 in passing. Until the next time. Peace.